Welcome to Cafe Luxor on DHSN.TV. I wanted to try out a French restaurant. I picked Toulouse. Now this is not on Beach Street.
Finally.
Right.
The only thing not on Beach Street.
No, it's over...
Beach Street just runs from Dallas to Fort Worth, and they just put everything on it.
It's convenient that way.
Except now it's under construction, too.
Yeah, it is.
So literally every road in Dallas is now under construction.
Yeah, the whole state. All at once. You know, what can you do? That's kind of like Wisconsin.
Actually, there was construction over by Toulouse where we were, too, because...
There was.
Can't go anywhere.
Well, and that's the thing. It's in Highland Park.
Yep.
So it's in a really nice upscale area.
Bougie, bougie.
Bougie, bougie.
Take your bougie, bougie clothes.
Yep. You should take your bougie, bougie clothes. One thing to keep in mind if you're going there is there's no parking. Or at least on the street. So, there is parking, but you
Gotta use the valet.
You have to use the valet. So...
Do not take a standard shift vehicle. All the valets there look like they were 18 to 21 years old, and standard shift was not going to cut it.
That wasn't going to cut it. Plus, it was raining all day.
Greatest anti-theft device ever. Manual transmission.
Wow. You kind of have a point. So, we did that. We did eventually find a parking spot. We found the
valet.
The valet parking, which is in a parking lot. It's not on the street.
And I said, "Here, dude."
Yep. And then...
how much was it, though?
It was $5.
Was it 5 or 10? I think it was 10.
Maybe
we tried to pay them 5, and they looked at us like we were funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It was 10. It was $10. Yeah.
And they tried to take my keys back.
Yeah, you're right. I had a $5, and they're just like...
You had to fork over some more dough.
Yeah, no, that's not going to cut it. You're right. So, it's still worth it.
$10. Yeah.
$10. So, we go down to the restaurant. We had reservations for 7 o'clock.
Definitely have to have reservations.
You do. Super busy.
We got there at 7 o'clock, and...
We got there a little early, even.
We got there a little early. It didn't take too long to get to our table, but it did. We ended up going to the bar.
Yeah.
But it did take a while, ish. You know, I'd say it was a good amount.
Yeah.
Wasn't too long, but it wasn't. You know, wasn't like hey, come on, sit down at your table.
Yeah.
Glad you're here. No, we had to wait.
Yeah, we did. It was a 1-drink wait. I had a Hendrick's and tonic.
Yeah,
it was delicious.
And in that short wait time, the restaurant got packed.
Yeah, it did.
And those that's you know, the only thing that I didn't really like about it is the tables were on top of each other.
Yeah.
You know, you scoot the chair out and you're hitting the guy behind you, and you scoot the chair over here and you're hitting the guy next to you, and you scoot the chair over there and you hit that guy's wife, and he tries to slap you up silly, and the next thing you know, you're going to do a bench brawl on the freaking porch out there.
It happens.
Yep. She wasn't that good looking either.
High sticking.
Shouldn't have done that one.
Oops.
Got to get a better looking one next time. Wow. Yep. So anyway, we had appetizers.
We did have appetizers.
What did you have?
Well, we started with a cheese board.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
The newspaper one.
It was crazy.
The cheese board did not come on a board.
No, it came on newspaper. It was the strangest thing. It was, again...
It wasn't real newspaper.
It wasn't real newspaper.
You didn't get the ink and everything all over.
No.
You weren't going to have inky fingers when you're done.
But,
you couldn't read the slices of cheese. They didn't say anything.
A little bougie right there.
Yeah, no fortune telling on the, grape pieces.
No, there were not. Yeah, and that was some good cheese, too. And a nice selection.
Couple cheeses, couple fruit. We have some grapes. The honey.
Honey was really good.
Oh, boy, that honey was good.
Yeah. Yep.
There was like some pecans and some walnuts and things like that in there as well.
Your typical fare for a cheese board. And then they had that really good sourdough bread. And I think that they brought...
I think we might have got in trouble if we stayed there a little bit.
I know. They
4 or 5
servings.
5. Eventually they were like, will you order food because you're just eating us bread. You're eating us out of house and home and bread.
We did. But there was so much cheese. You had to keep getting bread to use up all that cheese.
The thing, now that I would talk about that, the one thing that I didn't like, and it might have just been because they had a lot of people show up at the same time, was the butter. Because the butter was still cold.
The butter was cold.
It wasn't spreadable.
You're right.
I like room temperature butter, so you spread it on there,
Yep. I agree. Because it kind of tears up the bread a little bit.
I do like the restaurants, and I guess it's more maybe of an Italian thing than a French thing, when they have the spices and the oil, and you dip that. I guess, but that's more Italian than French. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so they didn't do that. But I do wish that the butter would have been spreadable.
That's fair. Man, that was a good cheese board.
The bread did always come out warm, though, which was part of the reason why you couldn't spread the butter.
Man, and it's that bread that you just eat a piece and you're like,
Can't just
I could have another piece.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, it's a true story. And then I had mussels also as an appetizer. Garlic mussels. Oh, man, were those good. I enjoyed the heck out of those.
Well, heck.
Exactly. And I had a black swan. It's like a gin martini type thing.
Except it was vodka.
Well, it was vodka.
It was vodka.
Yes, I had a Hendrick's and tonic. Yeah, I had Hendrick's and tonic at the bar. Yeah, and then the black swan. Check out the menu if you want to see what the recipe is. It was really good. I think I had 2 of them with dinner.
Or 3.
I lost count.
I know Mom polished off 1.
She wasn't driving.
2.
You were. Hooray, designated driver.
Somebody was driving.
Yeah.
With a valet drive us home. Might have been more than $10.
Yeah. What'd you have?
So I had the salmon.
Yeah.
Like the only thing on the menu that I could pronounce.
That's fair.
I was like, can I get a petite et filet de porte? I was like, just give me the salmon. And I took the menu and I was like, that one.
That one.
Just give me that one.
Sometimes that's just what you have to do.
Bougie.
It is a little bougie. Yeah. I'll agree.
So make sure you learn French before you go to this place.
Otherwise,
you could do that. But I did have the salmon was good. Mm-hmm. Came with Brussels sprouts. And it had some sweet potato on there. Yeah. Now, the Brussels sprouts. Caramelized Brussels sprouts.
Sign me up.
They were one the whole sprout. Mm-hmm. They had slivered it up in a little disc of sprouts, if you will. Mm-hmm. And they won't tell you what the dang sauce is.
Rude.
Was trying. Very. For French people, very rude.
Well.
I mean, seriously. So I have no idea what the caramelized stuff was on the frickin' Brussels sprouts. But it was very good. I ate all of them. Ate all the Brussels sprouts. Ate all my vegetables, Mommy.
Yeah, see? I love a Brussels sprout.
But then it had a sweet potato mousseline, which was basically a glob of sweet potato where they take the spoon and they make it look all fancy and everything.
Bougie.
Yeah. Bad part about it was you get a spoon, you go, there you go, sweet potato's done. Well, I'm like, I'm from the South.
I mean, that is how French is.
We have ice cream scoops, and you know.
Yeah. And the big ice cream scoop.
Big ice cream scoops.
Yeah, not
big
those
scoops.
Little gelato ones.
2 scoops, big scoops. We don't like little scoops. No little scoops in the South. We like to have big scoops in the South. Definitely big scoops. Anyway, so yeah, was not enough sweet potato. But the sweet potato was good. Yeah. I don't know what a Mussolini is, except for some guy from way back in history that did something way back in history.
That was Italy, but
see again with the Italians. Why didn't we go to an Italian restaurant?
Because I picked, and I wanted French.
Were you frickin' Canadian?
Quoi?
Anyway. So, and then supposedly on mine, according to the menu, it had something called lardona. No idea what it was, but I'm sure it was good. Because there was some little pile of something over here that I just ate it. I mean, I was just, whatever. Put it on a plate.
Sometimes you just gotta eat it.
Couldn't pronounce it, eat it.
Fair. Yeah, it was good.
The only thing that I didn't like about the whole restaurant is there needs to be more.
Again, French. Small portion sizes.
Portions.
No, I'll have to agree with you on that because I had the lobster risotto.
I could have ate twice. I could have ate 2 of those plates.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And it was good. That was the thing. It was so good that could have done it twice.
French is almost always small plates, and
that's why they have such little people.
They do have little people, and it's often a little on the expensive side. Now this place was reasonable, but as long as you didn't get 2 entrees. Now, okay, now my meal was a little more expensive.
14 black swans.
Okay, well, that might have been true. It was, a really good meal. And we were there to socialize. And, we were probably there for a good 2 hours. But we're good tippers. So, it was stormy out.
The waitstaff was good.
Waitstaff was really
Very good.
Then we also had dessert. Now, that was also really good.
We all got something different,
We all got something different so that we could try all,
And you got a birthday one.
I did. So, dark chocolate mousse.
With a freaking bottle rocket on the damn thing.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Half the table's on fire by now.
It's kind of crazy.
A freaking sparkler fountain going on there.
I don't think that they should do that for more people.
Thank God you haven't drunk anymore. You've been running around with the sparkler.
I did have a nice espresso martini though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was good.
That was that espresso martini.
That espresso martini was good.
Now you're a wide awake drunk.
Yeah, actually that was true.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I had that with the beignets.
Oh yeah.
Fabulous. They were spot on, exactly what I wanted. And you had...
I had lavender creme brulee.
Man, that was good.
Oh, dude, was it?
That was so good.
It was the lavender flavor, and of course, this is just how they do lavender. It was very light.
Yeah.
I don't mind a heavier lavender flavor. Mm-hmm. When I do my own cooking and things like that, I throw the spices in there. You know, I want it to be heavy on the flavor and the spices and stuff. So it was a little light. But it was a light lavender flavor, you know, in the creme brulee there.
Yeah.
And I just wanted more. Like everything else at this stupid restaurant, the only thing you got more of was the frickin' bread.
The bread was good though.
He'd have probably brought out a whole nother loaf when we got done if we'd have just said, hey, bread, poof, there it is.
There, right, more bread. Yep.
Yeah. More lavender? No.
No. Yeah, I agree with you because I did taste that. And if you took the entire thing together with the...
I had to scoop underneath the sugar.
Yeah.
In order to get just the creme part.
Yeah.
And then you could taste it. But the sugar kind of overpowered it a little.
Yep. Yeah.
But that was good too.
It was really good.
French sugar. That's all it had to be.
Maybe it was.
Maybe.
So yeah, there was the beignets were really good. The dark chocolate mousse was really good, and then Mom had the Basque cheesecake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. That was good too. I liked that. So
it was the Basque.
It was the Basque. Storm the Bastille cheesecake. That was not what it was called.
What the hell?
I have no idea. Don't know where that came from.
You work on your puns.
Yeah.
Not very punny.
It wasn't very punny.
No.
That bread though. I'm dreaming about it right now.
You better be careful. It's gonna right there.
I'd
Won't be able to spread the
that.
butter. But warm bread.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You had the espresso.
I did have an espresso martini with dessert.
Yep.
Yeah.
And before that, you had.
I had the Black Swan, and
before that, you had.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah. Okay. So what did Mom have?
Oh, I guess we should ask her. Hello, Mom. So, what did you think about Toulouse?
Oh my God, Toulouse is outstanding. The atmosphere is awesome. Mm-hmm. The bartender, fabulous cocktails.
We started out with cocktails.
And they were awesome.
What did you have?
I had actually it was very plain because I just had a Tanqueray and tonic. But whatever they put in there was fantastic. The restaurant itself is beautiful. And then we got seated.
Mm-hmm. We had reservations. Seated pretty much on time.
Yep. For my baby boy's birthday, like he said. And Tracy and I started out with escargot. Oh my dear Lord. Nice, tender, juicy, garlic flavored, just heavenly.
Was that the kind with the puff pastry on top or just the escargot?
Did not have the puff pastry.
So it wasn't a little hot pie.
It was not a little puff pie, as they say.
Right.
No, it was lovely. Then after that, we had a fromage plate. Zach loves cheese platters, so we all shared in a fromage plate. Great selection on there. Then by that time, it was time to order our main course. However, I was too full for the main course. So I just went into a lobster bisque. Nice chunks of lobster. The broth was not thick. It was perfect. And it was not overly spicy, had a little tang to it. Could not have asked for a better lobster bisque.
Oh, plus that bread.
Plus the bread.
You had
the
3 servings of bread.
Yes.
Got to dunk it in the escargot juice and the lobster bisque.
It was heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. We all had.
You had.
I had a Basque cheesecake. Nice. Perfect.
What was that like? What was the flavor?
The flavor was like a lemony, regular New York type cheesecake, but it had a little flavor in it, and it was nice and thick. It wasn't watery. It wasn't like a whipped one. It was a pure, real cheesecake. Excellent. Just excellent. And the evening was just lovely.
Even though it rained.
It rained, it poured, it was
crazy.
cold, but the meal was outstanding. I would just recommend Toulouse to anyone. And the prices were reasonable.
Yeah.
Service was great.
Yeah.
Adios, amigo.
All right, folks.
Okay. So I guess that's it then. Until next time.